reason this week. And an enormous accident at the back. Car launched meters and meters into the air, and it looks like another driver who tangled with Ben Barnicoat. And we can't quite make out who that driver is.
We have only 7.5 minutes plus 1 lap left. Oh my!
Huge accident, a huge off. Ryan Tveter had spun, Piquet is involved, there was another car that's airborne as well, and the race is being stopped straight away. Red flag shown, and Ryan Tveter was the catalyst for all of that because he had spun, and then out of nowhere, but for a position, is Iko Kari. I'll explain why in a moment. Now this is Tveter, it was the Verth corner, I was right. He goes through the gravel, he's back on the track, and Peter Lee is just unsighted, straight into the back. Corkscrews in the air. Piquet very nearly goes over as well as he had a car knocked into his path. That is a monster. That's a huge, huge coming together, isn't it?
And as you say, it was dust, wasn't it?
Through pit stops, and here is a fight. Oh, dearie me, a huge accident, and that is Salvador Duran. Over and over he goes, and into the catch fencing, and over the catch fencing as well.
Is in there effectively.
As we see a replay of the incident, we'll be looking at this after the race. Martin Donnelly, by the way, the race steward for this weekend.
Il y a une grosse bagarre. Oula, oula là.
Oh, attention! Oh, le crash terrible! Le crash terrible de Sacha Botman! Le crash terrible!
Riuscito a scavalcare Brajnik. C'è un bruttissimo contatto con...
Only 7.5 minutes plus 1 lap left. Oh my!
Huge accident, a huge off. Ryan Tveter had spun, Piquet is involved, there was another car that's airborne as well, and the race is being stopped straight. Is Iko Kari. I'll explain why in a moment. Now this is Tveter, it was the Verth corner, I was right. He goes through the gravel, he's back on the track, and Peter Lee is just unsighted, straight into the back. Corkscrews in the air. Piquet very nearly goes over as well as he had a car knocked into his path. That is a monster. That's a huge, huge coming together.
Staying out longer than everyone else. They talked about a wing adjustment. They vetoed that wing adjustment and a crash on the track.
Huge crash on the front straightaway. Looks like Connor Daly and I believe Joseph Newgarden.
You see with which Connor's car snaps. Watch this. He gets loose and now he's going to correct.
Careful if you're on the outside of the racetrack here, because it'll be slippery.
Oh, it's very close.
Oh, we got no pedals over in a big way. The reigning champ, the number one.
Done, but he sets it up very nicely for the exit of Parabolica. He could get the move into turn one at the Rettifilio. Oh, big accident! Oh my goodness! We're going to get a red flag here, surely, if not a safety car. That is a big one. Watch again now. Maybe we should be able to see the entirety of... Oh, it's a spin from Bauer. That's what triggered it. Bauer spins, clips the 4 and the 66. So that's what caused it. Bauer loses it. Iserman desperately tried to get out of the way.
They head towards Mandarin. This is going to be dicey. Brilliant overtake by Bamba. How do you do? Oh, no, 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 no. Macau strikes again. And the horrible, horrible sight of Lauren Van Tor.
And something's got to give. And Lewis Leeds keeps his foot into the touch. Oh, no, no. And what a disaster.
to try and piece it all together. This was the lead battle, turning its way through Yentwood. He gets a little bit scrappy in midfield. Lando Norris was one of those locking up. Right, on the outside line is Bortoletto. He turns in and just launches himself over the front of another car, cartwheels his way into the gravel, ends up upside down from another angle. There he is, he's airborne as he comes into shot, and having ridden over the wheels of another car, that just launches him into a very spectacular accident indeed.
81번, 네, 지금 정연일 선수.
예, 들이받고 차가 떴죠.
네, 그리고 같은 팀 이제 엑스타 팀 사이에 지금 브레이킹이 늦으면서 지금
타고 올라갔어요.
황진우 선수의 차량을 지금 들이받게 됐는데 브레이크에 문제가 있었다는 생각이 들 정도로 정말 굉장히 크게
그렇죠.
났습니다.
뭐 이거는 뭐 지금 정확히는 얘기를 할 수가 없는데요. 자, 브레이크 문제가 있을 수도 있어요. 왜냐하면은 레이싱 브레이크 자체가 많이 사용하고 열이 어느 정도 올라야 정상 작동을 하거든요. 자, 근데 그 부분은 저희가 판단을 할 문제는 아니고, 저거는 그냥 화면상으로만 봤을 때 그 너무 과열된 경기 양상. 그런데다가 1코너, 2코너가 사실 제일 위험한 구간이라고.
Just over 2 hours into the race at this point, in a podium position, and the defending champion drives off the number 1 car.
Oh, this is the leader.
It's the Gulf car off as well, the number 1 car in the gravel.
Yeah, that's Mike Wainwright in that car. Brendan Hartley and the lead car in the race, the defending world championship. There's damage to the front of the prototype Porsche. Brendan Hartley's. Let's have a look at this. Brendan! Oh! What were you thinking?
It's
gone over.
Oh!
So close to going over.
Oh, dear me.
Well, I'm sorry, but you cannot just expect those cars to disappear. He's trying to go around the outside of a car.
The team actually did a push. The team actually did a push, and oh dear, that. Oh.
He's pulled back into the side of the Porsche, hasn't he?
Full course yellow is going to be coming out in about 5 seconds.
And he's turned it round. Patson's off as well. Oh, going down the Dunlop. Outside, this is no. Big shot.
No.
That's huge. Oh, has just had a massive roll.
Let's have a look at this again. This was the. Oh, dear. Oh, my God. Wow.
By far the fastest of the day at over 231 miles per hour, and then this, a frightening crash. Worst I can recall in many, many years. And for Sebastian.
He doesn't really use the safety fencing. He lands on top of it. Rip it open, right? Yes. He landed. Yeah. Oh my! I have never witnessed an accident like that.
Fit, he works out here locally as we ride along on board.
Jamie Green, who's been preferring the inside line. Oh no! That is a nasty impact.
That's a really nasty impact.
We will send you out again. We will send you out again.
So how did this happen?
Are you okay? It hurts, but I think I'm okay.
It hurts, but I think I'm okay.
I think I'm okay.
Well, and Mike Rockefeller was just an innocent bystander there, but in fairness, Gary could do absolutely nothing, could he?
And this could be crucial in terms of pole position. Check
Rodrigo's gone down a massive crash here.
That's Lloyd.
Lloyd and Rodrigo.
And he's just drifting wide. He was never going to make it anyway, Matt. He was too wide.
It's the rear that he lost on the curve. Look at this. Oh, poor old Livio Lloyd. Oh, look at the height he gets.
And a whack from the bike for good measure.
On the outside of him is Todd Hazelwood. Oh, trouble. Big trouble at the end of the back straight. And that's a terrible incident. A terrible incident for Hazelwood. Wild card appearances this year. Here's another angle of it. Violent impact Huge energy dissipated by the tyre barrier.
He's going to go all the way around the outside of Schwartzman. No, he's not, but it's a good start for Fenestras. Are we through cleanly? No, we're not. Deforney's been turned round. There was contact with Aubrey and more contact and more contact. It's chaos at the start of this second race of the weekend. Never mind the... Deforney's gone right round the outside there. There's the contact. He's turned round. And now watch the rest of the field trying to avoid it. Some of them being caught out, some of them intentionally having to drive off the track, and others...
He touched the outside wall of Reservoir Bend. Doesn't look as though there's major damage to the car, but we'll keep you informed as to whether... Oh, no! Oh, mayhem! And there's millions and millions and millions of dollars of damage here. First of all,
we haven't seen what happened.
Augusta Farfus in third place goes through, and it's the police that they come together, and it's Juncadella who may well have been the cause, because Juncadella now backwards, and I think he had a damaged car anyway, but Juncadella is...